Greetings, everyone. This is Major, and today is August 6, 2017. And today I'd like to sound the alarm that the barbarians are at the gate. There's a shiny wooden horse outside the crypto gate, and some are in the community are like, oh, wow, look at that beautiful horse outside. And it's Wall Street, and it's leverage, and it's options, and it's filled with ETFs and all over it. And we should let that horse in. And I just have to say I'm very disappointed in a lot of the coverage that I'm seeing about these options and derivative programs that are here. GBTC is here. The CFTC has approved certain options contracts for Bitcoin, and the response from the crypto community has been, "Yay! We're going to the moon." Yes and no. Okay. See, what happens is a lot of these cryptocurrency people are really technical people. A lot of them are not former financial people. So, and a lot of them are not former gold people. So, I think I have a unique voice in the crypto world where I was there pretty early, and I'm new to YouTube, but I've been in this crypto space for a while, going back to, like I said, 2011, when I was introduced via the Mt. Gox. But before that, in the gold and silver space. And as I tell people, and as I say about the gold and silver, they lost control in gold and silver. They no longer, the physical gold and silver only comprise, when you talk about gold and silver market, the gold market, you're only talking about a market that is really held by paper products, paper gold. Physical gold only comprises less than maybe 10% of that market. Meaning that, when you talk about the gold market, there's very little gold in the gold market. It's all paper. It should be called a paper market. And that is what I see happening, and that is what that horse outside of our gate, and there are people in this community that are like, let's bring that horse in and let's welcome it. And because just like the gold, I was there in the 80s, 90s, and saw the rise from $50 up to $200, right? So then it kind of stayed in that $200 range, and then boom, it broke out all the way up to 2000, and has never, and then retreated, and has been stuck in that $1,100-$1,200 range ever since. Why? Because that little run up, from 200 to 2000, a 10x run up. But that's while they were gaining more and more control. And then they finally got full control of the market when the market dipped back down in 2008, and then they totally control that, the gold and silver market now. Paper products totally control. They control the price of gold and silver 100%. I'm not here to talk. even the people, even these smart people in the gold and silver, Peter Schiff and everyone will tell you the same thing. But their conclusion is somehow, oh, that's going to change? How? But this video is about us learning from that. Not falling victim to the same thing that the gold and silver people fell victim to. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, people. It's here, there. Every single one of these options, derivatives, leverage things are going to be the death of cryptocurrencies as we know it. Now, the big thing is we have to go back to certain fundamentals. What is Bitcoin? What is a cryptocurrency? Ethereum, Dash. Bottom line is private keys, ownership. Two groups. I just put up 4. 2 groups. Okay, 2 groups. There are the speculators, and then there are the ideologues in cryptocurrency. Speculators could care less. They only care about price. They care about, hey, I bought it for $1. Can I sell it for $2, $3, $4? That's it. I give 2 nuts about private keys. What is that? What is that? I could care less. Then there are the ideologues. Bitcoin is about sovereignty. Bitcoin is about privacy, freedom. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies represent a new paradigm of finance and liberation. These are the people that read Satoshi white paper. I'll be honest, I never read that shit. Okay. I read the Cliff Notes, but I never read it fully. These people understand and are in it because of those fundamentals. This is what it's really about, folks. If you don't own these private keys, you don't own Bitcoin. And the only good thing that came out of this whole BCC, BCH, ABC, crypto alphabet soup nonsense that went on within the last week is it brought home to a lot of people, new people especially, the importance and the reality of private keys and ownership. So these people are like, hey, Coinbase, I had Bitcoins on Coinbase. Where my BCC? And Coinbase turned around and said, no, you ain't got no BCC. What are you talking about? But I had Bitcoin, and I read somewhere that if you had Bitcoin, you were supposed to get BCC or BCH. So where are mine? And Coinbase says, well, guess what? You don't control your private keys, so you get Butkus. Oh, we got them. Now, are we going to give them to you? So some exchanges are, under legal pressure, threats of legal lawsuits and things of that nature, is why people are, some of these exchanges have changed their tune because, you are telling someone that, but that's a whole different topic. But that's it. You don't own it. If you don't control those private keys, you don't own it. Period. Just like putting your money in the bank. Those Federal Reserve notes are bearer instruments. If you don't own it, once you drop that in the bank, it belongs to the bank. Period. So we have to get back to ownership and some of these fundamental core values. Because if we allow Wall Street to just flood us with paper, will we see a rise? This is where I said yes and no. Will we see a rise? Yes. Initially, while they infiltrate and while they need to get their claws dug into the crypto space, will we see it go from 3,000 to maybe 9, 12,000, 15,000 per coin? Yes, you will see that. So, but once they make us comfortable enough with accepting just paper and no longer focusing on value and ownership, we're going to be done. This thing of ours will be finished, and we will be just like the Peter Schiffs and the gold and silver people, talking about a memory, talking about nonsense, talking about something that will never, once, Humpty Dumpty falls down and you can't put it back together again. You cannot put the genie back in the bottle. And that's what I've been telling the gold people. And that's what I had to realize as a former gold bug. It's over. And this is what I'm saying to you. My call today is for smart tech people to understand what's coming and how do we prevent that? How do we stop that from happening to where they can't get full control over price discovery? See, when there's so much layers of paper, it's very hard to understand where the price is. See, basic supply and demand says, hey, there's this much. That's what we came into crypto for. Okay, how many Bitcoins are there? There's this many Bitcoins, and how many people are looking to buy or looking to sell? There's this much. It's very transparent. But what happens is when you start flooding it with all this paper, then it's like, okay, who's really buying? You can't see. It becomes more opaque, and that's where Wall Street makes money. We make money. They make. I'm no longer a part of it. Okay? No, don't beat me up. They make money by, masking and really in chaos and confusion. The less you can understand, the more complicated, convoluted they make something, the better it is for them. That's why you need to pay those fees, because you can't read the prospectus. You can't go through this balance sheet because they've made it so confusing. And that's the thing. Yeah, but go to Grayscale. And the people that's behind the GBTC, go there. Read it. Try to understand what the heck they're talking about. How many Bitcoins are 0.09? What? Huh? What? You won't understand what. So why is it this price and Bitcoin is this price? Then why is, if it's only this many Bitcoins, then why are you selling for this? You won't understand it. And that's the point. It's for you not to understand it. That's how they make money. So we've got to get back to some of those fundamentals of understanding ownership and get back to that where it's all about the private keys. Own your private keys. Hold your private keys. If you don't own those private keys, you don't own Bitcoin. If you don't own the private keys to Dash, Ethereum, whatever, you don't own it. And if you're just about price and you're in that speculator, then you'll take any paper. And that's where the barbarians will come in and give you tons of paper. They won't give you any private keys. They won't give you any true ownership. They'll give you a piece of paper. And that's what we're becoming comfortable with because that's what most exchanges give you. They don't give you ownership, right? I go to my Ether Delta account. See, you didn't think I had a Ether Delta. You thought I was anti-Ethereum. No, hey, I like Ether Delta because they can show you those private keys. So now I go on one different computer. I can still pull up my Ether Delta account, but it will tell me the private keys don't reside here. See, that's the thing. Understanding where your private key, that's why so many Bitcoins are lost. Because people don't understand private keys. They think I can pull up my Ether Delta from any other computer. But so I could see it. But now if I threw away the computer or the phone that actually houses my private keys, I'm screwed. If I threw away the computer that my Bitcoin wallet resides, I'm screwed. And that's the thing. Wall Street is hoping and betting that you don't care about actual ownership. They are betting that nobody ever really told you about private keys. They're betting that all you care about is a price and not value. And if we don't figure out a way to really protect what we've developed over the last 8 years, we're going to lose it, and it's going to be we're going to be just like the people in gold and silver, be finished. Please tell me what you think, share your thoughts, and tell me if you have a solution. Thank you.